What if I told you that there was a way that you can buy a piece of your favorite songs and get paid for every time it streams? Well, now there is. There's this platform called Royalty Exchange that's been making waves for a couple years now. And in today's video, I want to take a deep dive into what it is, take a look at the platform with you guys, and take a look at a couple of the offers and a couple of the bids on there to see, is it profitable? Is it something worth investing in? And could I see myself investing in it? We're going to take a look at all that today. Before we dive in, my name is Ron. I make a couple videos on hip hop every week, so if you don't want to miss a single upload, please be sure to subscribe. It helps me out a ton. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the summer, so if you want to help me out on that journey, I'd really appreciate it. It helps me out way more than you know. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. I got the broken glasses back on today. Still can't figure out those contacts, kind of crazy. Royalty Exchange, it was founded in 2011, so it's been around for a while now. And I've known about it for a little bit of time now, but I've never actually dove into it or, sort of seen what it's about. Never really been too intrigued until recently I was taking a look. So over here, I have the Royalty Exchange website with all the listings off the bat. I mean, you see some records, you see some album covers, you know what I mean? So let's take a look up here. We have Lil Baby, Gunna, Young Thug, and more songwriting royalties for a 30-year term. Average earnings 13,000, marketplace medium 99,000. So I mean, it's a hefty investment, not gonna lie. But let's look at this. Highest bid is $65,000. Let's say he wins that today. He'd be averaging, whoever put that bid in would be averaging what, $13,000 a year. Given that none of these guys, fall off or their music starts getting streamed way less. The 3-year median is $13,000. It looks like you can see here, these are previous bids. And this is the most active bid. Earnings since 2018 is $77,000. So at that $99,000 price, I mean, it would take you years, probably the whole term of this to recover and make some interest. Because obviously, unless there's a resurgence or samplings involved, these songs probably will stay on that steady pace of streaming, slowly dwindling down unless they get pushed by TikTok or something. Let's take a look at this overview. This listing includes tracks from major hip-hop artists such as Gunna, Lil Baby, Young Thug, Larry King, Cash Page, and more. This catalog has delivered a strong 18.1 compound annual interest over the past 5 years, compound annual growth rate over the last 5 years, well above the average CAGR of negative 4.3% across all Royalty Exchange analyzed catalogs. So right there off the bat, on average, the catalogs average negative 4.37 across all Royalty Exchange analyzed catalogs. So, I mean, that's kind of telling as to what kind of investment this is. But it looks like this one is an outlier. I mean, you got a couple promising artists, like mainstream artists. Sold Out Dates, the 2018 single. So it includes the rights or songwriting rights to Sold Out Dates, which is pretty cool. Here it gives you a breakdown of how they've done each year. You got Sold Out Dates, year one, $19, outstanding to it. It sort of breaks down the finances, and Sold Out Dates is just making more and more steady each year. That's going to be a record that's always going to generate money pretty much for the whole term of this. So that one's like a safe investment. And here it goes, rights included, type, musical composition, rights, public performance, sources, internet streaming, AM, FM, satellite radio. So it gives you a deep breakdown of what you're buying here. It gives you some YouTube tracks of the songs you're buying. And here it gives you a full list of all the songs. What's crazy is, I wish that it would give you the artist name, especially if it's handling with multiple artists, right next to the name of the song. Obviously, Dropping Jewels, Gunna, these are all the songs. You have all the versions of Sold Out Dates. So I'm guessing you also get the clean version, you get all the versions of each song, any remixes, anything like that. So that's solid. I don't know if I would invest $100,000 to get 13 grand a year. I don't know how steady of a return that's going to be, if that's going to be 13,000 every year, if that's going to dwindle down slowly. I can't imagine that would stay steady. Probably 5 years from now, that might be earning like $9,000 a year, which is still solid. I mean, you're getting a 10% return on your money. So over time, you could invest in this and start making your money back. But if you're doing this, it's definitely a long-term move. You can't do this and expect to make your money back in the next 3-4 years. You got to be planning out for the next 10-15 years. I had to run and get some water. But let's take a look at more listings on this website, man. Obviously, you can go through and go through all the listings and rate them by genre, or you can type the genre. So let's type hip hop. Obviously, there's a lot kind of music here. There's a lot of different things you can look at here, but I'm most familiar with hip hop, so I recognize most music. Let's take a look at this one. Akon's Mama Africa plus publishing rights. So they want $42,000. The last 12 months average $3,000. 3-year average $2,400. So like this, bro, this is a what? How long? Life of the rights. So you got the rights to this for life. Obviously, Akon, iconic artist, been popular for a long time, but at this point, I don't know if this song is gonna perform crazy over the long course of the year. This could be a good investment. You got a lot of tracks here. Stop Capping by Blueface and more. They want 5 bands for this. Might have to buy some Blueface rights. You know what I'm saying? I might have to buy some Blueface rights, man. If I can get this under $2,000, let me know. Would y'all be down to fundraise for this? No, I'm messing with y'all. I don't know if I would buy rights to a Blueface song. 12-month average, $296. God damn. 3-year average, $500. Yeah, it's dead, bro. It's gonna take 10 years to make the money back. As soon as you buy this, next year this is gonna do $10. So yeah, this is pretty predictable for this kind of like fast food music. Blueface isn't one that has much longevity in the game. The first year did great, then sort of dwindles down from there. And it's probably going to continue to dwindle down. So something like this probably wouldn't be the best investment. We have a couple more legit ones or a couple more promising ones. But if you really want to get some money out of this, or really, if you really want to make some money out of this, you got to spend some bread. You know what I'm saying? Marketplace medium, $391,000. That's a house. But they want $282. So it sounds like a solid little sale. 12-month average, $43,000. God damn. So this is one that you can make your money in pretty quick within the first 4 or 5 years if you get this at the right price. The 3-year average, $44,000 a year. So steady income, earnings since 2018, $235,000. So over 7 years, you can earn about that or more or less back, depending on how these artists perform over the next couple of years. This listing features songwriter royalties from major hip-hop artists, including Lil Baby, Drake, Juice WRLD, Rich the Kid, The Kid Laroi, NBA Youngboy, Rod Wave, Internet Money, Moneybagg Yo, Lil Skies. Gosh, did Atlantic sell this? Also, I wonder, who is the original seller of the rights? Is somebody who worked on the record? I imagine it's all type of people. Somebody at the label, somebody who just has some songwriting credits. I just imagine anybody who's had some kind of touch on the records can go ahead and do this. So maybe a producer, Adam and Eve, ATL Ho, Autopilot, Backup. So there's some big records on there. Freestyle, jeez. Freestyle is one that's always going to go up. Let Her Go by The Kid Laroi. Plug Walk, Ready, Set, Go. Yeah, man. MIA. Yeah, bro. So there's a lot of heat there. And honestly, so these are past deals. So that's somebody cashed out on that. Yeah, they bought it for $282, less than what the market median price was. So they got a steal on that. I can see them making their money back within the first 5-6 years of this. The Shrek film movie. What? Bro, I can own the rights to Shrek. The music. 30 offers made. The sale price was $150,000, bro. Wow. Jeez. And I imagine this is going to make money for life. And look, it's steady income, bro. About between 6 to 8K a year. That is solid. So, we took a solid look at the website. There's some solid Shoreline Mafia's, Perk Popper, and more songwriter royalties. 12-month earnings, almost 3 bands, and they want sale price was $17,000 for it. So there's some decent offers. Obviously, some offers on there are better than others. Some are worth investing into. Some aren't. It really just depends on what your personal idea or what you think that these artists are going to do over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years in terms of these songs and these credits, or if you think that these songs have a good chance to perform in terms of a resurgence, maybe on trend on TikTok, maybe publishing in some sort, that get the streams up that you can earn more money in throughout the course of the next few years. But there's a lot of BS on there, man. People selling song rights for $500 that are generating like $1 over the last 12 months. Like, there's a lot of people just trying to make the last little bit of cash on there. But at the same time, there's a lot of good deals on there. I mean, it seems like a viable investment option if you have the funds, if you have the capital, and you're willing to take a risk on an artist. Granted, would I ever personally invest into songwriter royalties? Probably, if I had the money. If I had the money, I think I definitely would, just because why not? At this moment in time, I'm not going to do that. I don't have the funds for that. Maybe like the video, and one day I could invest in royalty exchange, but as of right now, I definitely don't see myself owning any song rights. But this is something that's cool. If you have the capital, it could definitely make you some extra money. It could definitely yield a steady return for you over the course of the term of the deal. And it's pretty cool to see websites like this where you can invest into the music, and it's sort of like a non-traditional way of investing. Being somebody that has a background in finance, it's cool to see that there's a way that you can sort of bring the two together, finance and music. So that's something cool to see. And maybe some of you guys already knew about royalty exchange. Maybe some of you guys never knew what it was. What do you guys think of it? Do you guys think it's a viable investment option? Do you guys ever see yourself on there? Do you guys ever see yourself buying any rights to any music? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to start a discussion with you guys, and I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about royalty exchange. I think it's a pretty cool concept. Definitely not for the average person. Definitely for somebody who's got the bread for it. You feel me? But it's cool to see, man. And yeah, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for sticking all the way through. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. Remember to like the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe so you don't miss a future upload. I'm really working on the consistency. I'm sorry that I haven't posted in a couple days. I think the last couple videos honestly haven't been up to my standard. I started just trying to push content out, but we get busy with life, and it takes away from being able to do the content as much, especially when it comes to having a 9-to-5 and all this stuff. But I'm definitely trying to put more focus into the content and trying to get this channel to where I want it to be this year, and definitely hit all my goals for this year in terms of this YouTube channel. So if you guys made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not going to keep you guys too much longer before I just keep going on a rant. But yeah, remember to subscribe, like the videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.